Hello, I'm Dr. George Livermore with the Ear, Nose, and Throat Clinic. I just wanted to put out this little infomercial. I know we're all sort of homed in and not able to get out, and this is a bad time of year here for us in Georgia. It's particularly bad this year. I think the allergens will be very dense for this allergy season because we didn't have much of a winter. And some of the symptoms of allergy and sinus kind of overlap the coronavirus symptoms, and I just want people to do their best to try to maintain sinonasal health, for lack of a better word. So for my patients, I talk about the allergy system like a bucket. It's an old bucket, it's got a little rust in it, it leaks over time. Every time you get exposed to an allergen, some amount of water gets put in that bucket, and the amount of water is proportional to how allergic you are to that thing. If it's something you're really allergic to, like you're really allergic to ragweed, it might be a gallon jug of water. If it's something you're not so allergic to, it might be a shot glass of water. But regardless, once the bucket gets filled and it overflows, you have symptoms. So whatever we can do to keep that bucket down, it's called environmental controls, keeping that allergen out of your system, that really helps you be less susceptible to the things you are truly allergic to. So in that regard, I have my 5-prong approach to allergy. Can you see that?
Okay.
So the first one is very simple. It is dust mite covers on your mattress, box spring, and pillowcases. Really important because you're exposed to those for however long you sleep at night. It needs to be mite-proof covers. They're available locally. You can get on Amazon and search it. I would recommend a little bit better quality covers because the inexpensive covers are very plasticky, not nice to sleep against. I've kind of starred these by importance, so that's an important one. Another one here, we have a lot of molds in Georgia. It's because it's so moist in our environment. And the only filter that's really good at getting the mold spores, because that's what we're allergic to, is the spores of the mold, out of the system is an electrostatic filter. Now I've put one here. It's called Ionic Breeze, sold by Sharper Image. I don't sell for Sharper Image, but that you can Google and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think there are some knockoffs at some of the chain stores. Doesn't matter to me what brand electrostatic filter you get. It's good for one room. Looks kind of like a tower fan. You just leave it running 24/7, but it pulls those mold spores out of the air, and that will really help you. The last thing down here is probably the most important thing and the simplest thing for you to do, and that's saline. Just nasal saline, a dilute salt water solution. It's also good for coronavirus since they say that helps flush the virus out of your system. But it's available over the counter. There's different brand names. It comes in squirt bottles or aerosol bottles. Doesn't matter to me what kind you use. But here's the thing. Think of your nose like a filter on a car motor. It just picks up all those allergens. They get stuck to the mucus blanket of the nose, and it takes literally about 12 hours to go from the front to the back. So that's where the saline comes into play. It just flushes those allergens off and cleans your nasal system. And it decreases that thing we talked about in terms of the allergy load, that bucket. It decreases the number of allergens in there. It makes you much less susceptible. And it also helps, like, if you go outside, it's good to go outside, right? But there's a lot of pollen out there. So when you come in, take the saline, whether it's an aerosol or a dropper bottle or a squirt bottle, snuff it up, spit it out, do it both sides, and it cleanses the nasal lining. Because the thing is, there's what's called a bimodal distribution to the allergy response. There's an immediate response, which is you go out the door, the pollen counts through the roof, and you can almost feel it like a wall, and your nose just gets congested. Then there's the late response, which is kind of like you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or something, and you feel stuff in your windpipe, and you're thinking, what's that there for? And you think, oh, that's right, I was out today, and Mr. Smith was mowing the grass. And it's that late response that the saline helps get rid of. So just some simple techniques to help you deal with our high allergen season. The one, just to recap, is dust mite covers on your mattress, box spring, and pillowcases. The electrostatic filter, Ionic Breeze, sold by Sharper Image, or you can find a knockoff at one of the chain stores. The saline is really important. Just cleanse your nose, and that's probably the simplest thing to do that is very effective. It's as effective as any medication we use. So we're here for you. We're seeing patients through this crazy time we're going through. We're happy to see you. We have telemedicine available if you don't feel comfortable coming in, and if we can handle you over that medium, we'll be happy to do that. Or if need be, come on in our offices. We're doing our best to keep them safe for you. We're cleaning them between patients. The staff's all wearing masks and everything we can do to keep things safe for you. But we're here for you. Call us if you need us, and I hope this is helpful.